Now at 5 a.m., this is WKYT This Morning. An overnight crash is expected to impact traffic in Lexington this morning. We'll have details just ahead.
A Lexington police officer is recovering after being injured in an overnight chase.
And Hillary Clinton is joining an old rival to try to boost her support among millennials. We'll have the latest from the campaign trail and your Kentucky forecast just ahead on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start here on WKYT. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Andrea Walker.
I'm Bill Bryant. It's so good to have you along here on Thursday, September 29th, and it certainly feels like fall out there, and it is foggy. Keep that in mind if you're traveling out there this morning.
Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris for an early look at your forecast.
Yeah, if you're not dealing with the rain like southeastern Kentucky, still a few showers left over, you are dealing with some fog outside, and that's something to watch out for because it's pretty thick fog. In some locations, we're just pinwheeling around. I mean, that's exactly what we're going to be seeing as we continue to go throughout the next couple of days. It's just one shower after another come flying on through. Remember, today is not as good of a chance of rain as yesterday, but it's still there. Moorhead, 50 degrees, very foggy there. Frankfort, not getting in on the fog just yet, neither London, but nonetheless, it's patchy out there, so just watch out for that. Highs toward the afternoon, pretty chilly. I mean, we'll have cloudy skies, 66 degrees, a breeze outside, and also that rain chance. It's not going to feel that great today. We'll go over that, and also I'll show you your weekend forecast if any rain is still with us. That's coming up.
And we'll see you shortly. Let's get to the news.
We begin with a traffic alert this morning.
A stretch of the outer loop of New Circle Road is down to one lane following an early morning crash. Michelle Chamberlain is at our alert desk with the details on that. Michelle?
Good morning. Yeah, police say the driver of the car has significant injuries this morning. Also, 2 dogs were in the car at the time of the accident. Now we're told one of the dogs is dead. Here's a look at the scene from this morning. The crash happened just before 3 o'clock on the outer loop of New Circle Road near Georgetown. Police say the man driving lost control, took out a road sign, then hit a large metal utility pole. Emergency crews had to cut the top of the car off to get the man out. Now his car remains at the scene as police wait to hear about his condition this morning. We are told he has life-threatening injuries. As of now, police have called out the accident reconstruction team. One lane is blocked on the outer loop of New Circle Road, and police are not sure how long the lane will be closed, but we'll be sure to keep you updated throughout the morning. Andrea, Bill.
Okay, we'll have the latest right here, and we thank you. A Lexington police officer is at UK Hospital this morning, and we're told that he was injured during an overnight chase.
Police say it started with a call about a fight outside a home on Elm Tree Lane between East 5th and 6th Streets. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live at UK Hospital to explain more. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. A Lexington officer was taken here to UK Hospital after a foot pursuit. Now, we talked to police just a few minutes ago, and here's what they say happened. Officers responded to a disorderly conduct call around 2 this morning on Elm Tree Lane. Now, when they arrived, they saw several people arguing in the front yard of that home. Police say 2 of the suspects took off running. One of the suspects was tased and taken into custody. The other suspect jumped over a fence and managed to get away. A person on scene says they did see a gun on that suspect. A K-9 team was called out to search for the gun, but nothing was found. During the chase, one of the officers fell and injured his arm. That officer was taken here to UK Hospital for treatment. Now, the suspect that is in custody is being charged with disorderly conduct, fleeing the scene, and public intoxication. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you so much. A man connected to a string of Dollar General robberies is behind bars this morning, thanks to our website.
Police say William Hacker was caught in Laurel County after surveillance pictures on WKYT.com showed the truck the suspect was driving. Hacker was wanted for several armed robberies in Madison County, but was spotted in Laurel County. He then led police on a 3-mile chase before being caught.
The cruisers were unable to follow, and then his vehicle was disabled when he traveled over an embankment.
We're told during his arrest, one officer suffered minor injuries. Police say Hacker almost hit a construction worker during the chase as well. Hacker faces several charges, including assault of a police officer and wanton endangerment.
Former Personnel Cabinet Secretary Tim Longmire is scheduled to be sentenced today. Longmire pleaded guilty to a federal bribery charge in April after admitting to his role in a kickback scheme. Democratic activist and political consultant Larry O'Brien also pleaded guilty to bribery in connection with the case. Prosecutors say Longmire enlisted O'Brien to take part in the scheme. O'Brien will be sentenced in January. Police believe explosive devices found in Harlan County are connected to an earlier case.
Police say someone found a cooler filled with potentially explosive ingredients and a bucket containing 2 IEDs just outside of downtown Harlan. Investigators believe the devices were set by Mark Sawoff, who was arrested earlier this year for allegedly rigging trail cameras with bombs. Last month, Sawoff was shot and killed by a Lexington fire investigator. Police say he tried escaping while they brought him to Harlan County to look for explosives. A man injured in a shooting outside a Lexington bar has died. 21-year-old Skylar Way was trying to break up a fight when he was shot outside Saddle Ridge Bar on South Broadway back in May. Ray had been on a ventilator and confined to a wheelchair since the shooting. Friends say a charity horse ride to help his family was planned for next month. Now they still plan to hold the event in Ray's honor.
As a parent, it's devastating. I couldn't imagine his parents, what they go through, the siblings. I mean, it's just, you know, it's heartbreaking, very heartbreaking.
Lexington police arrested Leslie Parson and charged him with assault in connection to the shooting. They're waiting on an autopsy before deciding if charges will be upgraded. We have more information about the charity horse ride on WKYT.com.
The time is 5:06 here on WKYT this morning. Governor Matt Bevin is hearing complaints from House Democrats this morning. They want the governor to release more than $4.5 million in Support Education Excellence in Kentucky, or so-called SEEK funding. House Democratic leaders said the governor needs to pay the money as part of the budget bill that the General Assembly passed. But before their news conference, Governor Bevin posted a video on social media.
There has never been an administration in this state that has ever contributed more money to education, because I know for a fact if we're ever to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be, we have got to pour into education.
It's not discretionary money, it's mandatory money. To go backward on that promise is to go backward on the promise of the Education Reform Act.
House Democrats say not having the money released primarily hurts poorer school districts in the Commonwealth. On the campaign trail, Donald Trump continues to lash out at Hillary Clinton, attacking her record as a diplomat and saying that she is not fit to lead.
And as for the Democratic nominee, she's getting a little help from her friends Bernie Sanders and Michelle Obama. Hannah Daniels has the latest on the campaign trail.
First Lady Michelle Obama blasted Donald Trump without mentioning the Republican presidential candidate's name once.
Because when making life or death, war or peace decisions, a president cannot just pop off or lash out irrationally. We need a grown-up in the White House.
A recent CBS News New York Times poll finds that more than a third of voters under 30 say they're planning to vote for a third-party candidate. At the University of New Hampshire, Hillary Clinton tried to woo the once Bernie or bust youthful base with her former rival by her side.
There is no group of Americans who have more at stake in this election, because so much of what will happen will affect your lives, your jobs.
Donald Trump campaigned in 3 key states yesterday. In Milwaukee, he questioned his opponent's ability to lead.
How can Hillary Clinton try to lead this country when she has such a low opinion of its citizens? You're not irredeemable. You're not deplorable.
And on Fox News, he doubled down and defended his comments about former Miss Universe Alicia Machado's weight gain.
I saved her job because they wanted to fire her for putting on so much weight, and it is a beauty contest. You know, I mean, say what you want, Bill. I mean, they know what they're getting into.
The two candidates will square off during their next debate on October 9th. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Hillary Clinton will campaign in Iowa today while Donald Trump holds a rally in New Hampshire.
On and on it goes, 39 more days until the election.
That's just around the corner. We're we'll know soon enough.
WKYT this morning just getting started on your Thursday, and it's so good to have you along with us.
Still to come, remaking classic films has become quite the trend in Hollywood recently. Now Disney is doing the same. More on their huge announcement of a new Lion King movie when we return.
Boy, that'll take you back to the day. Chilly temperatures later on this afternoon and on your Friday and Saturday. But the rain chances are there too, but it's not for everybody. I'll have that coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We have some showers located in southeastern Kentucky, and those are moving toward the northeast. And what you're going to be seeing is a big spin in the atmosphere when I spin out here in just a couple of seconds. There's the look. And you get off toward the mountains in southeastern Kentucky. Just a few showers flying on through. They're pretty quick hitters, that's for sure. Pikeville, you're going to be in line for showers for at least the next couple of hours, at least. You're just kind of in that path of the way it goes. But spanning out, look at the way it's going, okay? So you get those showers moving northeast, you get more wrapping around back toward the west, and then some moving down toward the southwest, and then some moving down toward the south. I mean, that's all it's doing is just spinning in the atmosphere. So that's exactly what we're going to be experiencing the next couple of days. Is when you have that upper level low over you, expect gloomy skies, cooler temperatures, and also looking at rain chances. They'll be with us. Some patchy fog here and there. Watch out for that. Some of these airport readings. And to tell you how patchy it is, airport is actually out on the western side of Lexington, over toward Keeneland area. But we are on the east side of Lexington. On the east side is pretty foggy as we were traveling off into work, but only showing 8 miles there in Lexington. So that shows you how patchy it is. Just got to watch out for that. That's our main focus early this morning. And as we go through your day, we are looking at the chances of rain back in the forecast. It's not as much as what we saw yesterday, not as widespread as what we saw yesterday, because we're actually over the center of this upper level low, which means around the center is where you get much of the rain. So over us today, we're not going to get much, but there's still a chance for some drizzle, some light showers passing on by. And that will go for your high school football time on Friday. Rain chances there. At kickoff time, roughly 60 degrees. Halftime, end of game, we're in the 50s. It's one of those, if you were working concession stands at one of these games or have any pool at the concession stand, grab the hot cocoa. It'll be a #1 seller as you head off toward your high school football time. It's going to be pretty chilly there with even that rain chance. The rain chance is there. Check out these pictures. Bill mentioned this earlier, how we had plenty of rainbow shots. But this is one of the cooler ones I had on Twitter. Micah Harris WX on Twitter. If you have any pictures still left over, send them to me. I'd love to show them off. But this is from Scarlett Richardson, at Scarlett066. How cool is that shot? And it says, home in time just to see the geese pass right through the rainbow. It's there in Bourbon County. Beautiful shot there of a double rainbow. 7-day forecast, like I said, today and tomorrow. And even off toward the first half of your Saturday, looks like kind of hit and miss opportunities. Not everybody sees the rain, but it's there. And then we head off towards your Sunday. Sunday looks much better. We have big events going on, Scarefest going on, which probably be a big hitter this year because of the rain chances, because of the cooler temperatures. It's down at the Lexington Convention Center downtown here in Lexington. Thousands and thousands of people show up downtown. So if you see a mummy walking around, which I've seen before, that's because of Scarefest downtown. There you go.
You got it. People love following you on Twitter, by the way. These pictures he comes up with.
Fantastic.
Once in a while, those big words like yesterday. You explained those clouds.
Right. Undulatus asperatus.
Yeah.
All righty then.
I know.
All righty then.
And then I got on and got after him a little bit. I said he gets after me when I say sequestration, you know, government term. So there you go.
I'm out of this conversation. I don't know what
Well, it's too early to talk these big words.
Right?
5:16 is our time this morning, and Walt Disney Studios has officially announced that they plan to remake The Lion King.
So excited for this. Disney says the studio will remake the iconic film in live action, similar to The Jungle Book that debuted in April. They're even teaming up with the film's original director. While the film will be reimagined, Disney says the new Lion King will still feature the same characters and include music from the original. The Lion King is one of the biggest animated films of all time, at one point breaking box office records and even winning Academy and Grammy Awards. Definitely one of my favorite Disney movies.
Well, it's probably right about that 20-year mark where, it comes around for a new generation. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. Good to have you with us this morning. It's coming up on 5:17 on your Thursday.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
A major automaker announces a safety recall, and many millennials are hustling on the side. I'm Marley Hall, and I'll have those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back in. It's 5:20 on your Thursday, rolling toward that weekend, and Rolling toward October, amazingly.
Unbelievable.
Right? A major automaker is announcing a safety recall. Many millennials are hustling on the side, and a sandwich chain has filed for bankruptcy.
Marley Hall has the latest on your money.
Ford is recalling 74,000 Focus hatchback cars with manual transmissions. The automaker says the hatches can be unlatched too easily while the vehicles are in motion. The recall covers certain Focus hatchback and RS vehicles from the 2013 through 2017 model years. No injuries or accidents have been reported. Another day of gains on Wall Street. The Dow gained 110 points. The Nasdaq added 12. Sandwich chain Cosi has announced it's filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The Boston-based company has suffered steep losses and has between $10 and $50 million in liabilities. They'll maintain normal operations during the Chapter 11 process. According to a new Career Builder survey, millennials aren't opposed to a side hustle. The data showed 44% of those ages 25 to 34 and 39% of those 18 to 24 have side jobs to earn extra money. That's compared to just 29% of 35 to 44-year-olds and 22% of those ages 45 through 54. That's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Marley Hall.
All right, interesting business news going on and the trends in the economy out there. 5:21 is our time on WKYT. Rise and shine. Get ready to go here on this Thursday, and we have a lot more news to tell you about coming right up.
Sports is on the way next.
We are a day closer to the Cats of the Crimson Tide from Tuscaloosa. UK taking on the #1 ranked team in America. Speaking of America, J.B. Holmes representing Old Glory at the Ryder Cup again. We'll talk to him coming up next.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris. We're looking over toward the east and seeing a couple of showers rolling across the mountainous regions. None of that's going to be a big deal, but the one that's really in line is Pikeville. You're going to have one shower after another for at least the next hour or two. It's cool and foggy this morning. Watch out for that. A couple of showers as we go through the day. Not as good of a chance of rain as yesterday, but it's still there. Temperatures, high temperatures, 66 degrees. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Yeah, the Kentucky Wildcats have played the #1 team in the country a lot, and they played Alabama back in 2013. The Cats get Alabama again this weekend, and again the Crimson Tide ranked #1. Kentucky coming off a huge win over South Carolina, a game the Cats absolutely had to have. But what's the feeling like now going into Tuscaloosa to play the Tide in Bryant-Denny Stadium?
There's pressure going to every stadium we go to, but being the fact that it is the #1 team in the country, you know, it just brings, you know, just chills because, you know, because I always wanted to play Alabama. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to play Alabama because I always knew they was going to be the top team. You know, so now this is my time, and, you know, and we're ready to shine.
I hope we react the way we reacted against South Carolina, but, I mean, I hope we don't, like, just go in there feeling defeated because we're going against Alabama. I hope we go in there like with a chip on our shoulder, like we can do something.
I think it's a huge measuring stick for us because, you know, it gives us a really good opportunity to go out there and, you know, show SEC, show the nation, you know, what we have. You know, we're definitely getting better, and you know, we plan on getting better this weekend against Alabama.
Alabama is unbeaten and #1 of the country. Nick Saban was not thrilled with his team's first 2 wins over Southern Cal and Western Kentucky. Then the Tide rallied to win on the road at Ole Miss and rolled over Kent State last week 48-0. So 48-7. So things seem to be getting better.
I feel like we've done good. I mean, we've taken each game, taken the corrections that the coaching staff has given us and really grown, and just see what we do good and just take it from that and build upon that. And we've taken the corrections and tried to get it done in practice and really stress the things that we don't do very good in practice and make it, you know, our strong point. So I think it's been good so far.
The Ryder Cup begins Friday at Hazleton in Minnesota. Kentucky and J.B. Holmes on the U.S. team. Europe has won 8 of the last 11 Ryder Cups. Holmes was on the team when the U.S. won at Valhalla in 2008. Since then, he's undergone brain surgery and won on the PGA Tour. Now he's back at the Ryder Cup.
It was scary at times for sure, but didn't let it get too far ahead. I just looked to, hey, I got to get this done and then work hard to get back. And then I was back. I was like, okay, now I got to get back to winning. And so just took it in steps. I mean, I didn't look at having brain surgery now 4 years I want to be playing the Ryder Cup. I mean, that's obviously a goal that you want to do, but you kind of do it in steps.
Alabama did beat Kent State 48-0. I'll get my numbers right. That's a look at sports. Have a great day.